for the cheap things that I just let it go.
Let it go, don't need it anymore.
The last I buy is a birthday gift.
For whom?
Best friend.
Best friend or boyfriend? So how many times do you brush your teeth every day?
One day probably like 6 times.
Wow, that's really a lot.
Welcome to English Break. This is the beginning of our 3rd season. Now, if you've been following ICRT's English Break, you may know that last season we traveled around the beautiful nation of Taiwan. Now, this episode is proudly brought to you by the National Development Council in partnerships of their 2030 bilingual policy. Now, I'm not here alone today. We have a special guest. Let's welcome Ricky! Well, it's a good thing that we have you here because today we are going to be asking a lot of people about their jobs and their different careers, and we're bouncing around different industries for season 3 of English Break.
Wow, how exciting.
Now, obviously you work very hard with your restaurants and your YouTube channel. It's all to make money. So what do you like to spend that money on?
Online shopping, of course.
Me too!
I prefer online shopping because I think it's very convenient. If I buy a lot, I can have free shipping, and I think that's very convenient.
Yeah.
And I can also use some coupons. You know, saving money is very important.
That's right.
Yeah, and actually it's very flexible for consumers like us because we can choose to pay with different ways. We can choose to pay by installment, or sometimes I can choose to pay with my credit card because I can collect the coins.
Well, let's see what people think of online shopping. So, what do you do?
I'm e-commerce consultant.
What do you do?
I'm an engineer.
I'm working at e-commerce department.
Oh.
Yeah.
How often do you do online shopping?
I buy online shopping every month.
Once or twice a month.
Oh, I often purchase the dental floss and the toothbrush. I like to eat a lot of candies and snacks.
So how many times do you brush your teeth every day?
One day probably like 6 times.
Wow, that's really a lot.
The last I buy is a birthday gift.
Ooh, for whom?
For my best friend, it's a limited clothes, and I bought it for his birthday.
Best friend or boyfriend?
Best friend.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Then what is the most expensive purchase ever?
Probably the iPhone 14 Pro because there has some discount online.
Just think of of God.
Probably skincare products.
And it also explains why you have such beautiful skin.
Recently, I just bought the Romeo and Juliet concert tickets. One ticket costs 3,000.
So that means you probably bought another ticket for someone to go with you, is that right?
Which is my friends.
Very lucky friend, huh?
Okay, so how much was it?
About 2 grand.
It's not as expensive as I thought it would be. I thought you were gonna say 20,000, not 2 grand. What's the dumbest or most useless thing you've ever bought online?
Sometimes the products, the real products is different from the picture online because they have very high quality picture, but when you got the real stuff, that is not expectation.
So in that situation, would you try to apply for the refund or just keep it?
I will try to get the refund for the cheap things that I just let it go.
Let it go, don't need it anymore.
Have you tried online shopping before over the overseas website?
Oh yes, it was limited. I bought it on Amazon UK.
So how many days did it take?
2 months.
2 months, wow.
I would have forgotten about the shoes and just bought new ones.
I have bought some cosmetics from Selfridges. Lots of cosmetics brands will go on sale before Christmas.
I've also heard there's something called Singles Day.
November 11th.
We don't have that in Australia. When I thought Singles Day, I was like, oh, great. So we go to the party and everyone's like, no. Must stay home. Online shopping.
They have a big sale.
You know what, Ricky? After interviewing all these people on the street, it seems like there's a lot of demand for online shopping.
Yeah, you know what, because of COVID-19, it's become quite difficult for people to travel abroad and even go shopping. So some people may choose to do online shopping because it is very convenient. And we know there are a lot of big platforms such as eBay and Amazon, which provide cross-border services.
Oh, that's right. So I guess the difference between a lot of online stores these days is that some of them allow cross-border, so different countries, and some others only allow local online shopping. But you know what? It's not just shoppers that have seen a boom in the e-commerce industry. In fact, I heard that the e-commerce industry is the current most popular choice for new job seekers.
Exactly.
And this is a large-scale, cross-border, international e-commerce industry. Let's check it out. Come on, let's go, come. I think we're so lucky today to come and visit Rakuten and meet two of their very important staff members running this company and branch here in Taiwan. We have Pink, the brand communications manager, and we have Fiona, the head of the HR department. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all.
Okay, so I have one question for Pink, and I know you work for the brand communications department, right? Yeah. So then, could you please tell more about the current situation of global Rakuten market?
Rakuten Global in Japan, we have 30 countries and 74 services, and we have 1.6 billion membership.
Wow, that's a lot. Besides e-commerce, besides online shopping, what other services do you also have?
In Taiwan, we have the 10 service for the Rakuten Ichiba and Rakuten Band, Rakuten Car, and Rakuten eBook, Rakuten Sport, and Rakuten Medical.
Oh, that's really a lot.
Right. Around 3 years, we have created cross-border service in Taiwan, and the first country in go to Japan.
Well, I have a question for you, Fiona. As part of being the head of HR, I know English is so important for your employees. So tell us more about your employees' English language ability.
Okay, so in Rakuten, employees from different teams communicated with each other in English for daily collaborations. So under such an environment, we not only request them to create a report and present in English, but also take their TOEIC score into the consideration for promotions. So we don't see English as a specialized skill, but a common communication tool.
Wow, you have a really high bar for your staff members.
Yes, so our employees can maximize their performance and specialties with their English communication skills. So therefore, we always encourage them to further enhance their English skill and provide as many opportunities to work overseas as possible.
Did you work overseas?
Yes, I worked in Japan in 2016 for 2 months, and I joined the global exchange program. So I'm the first one HR from global into Japan.
How exciting!
Yes.
That must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now tell us more about the English language training opportunities for staff members.
So currently, we provide a different online learning platform for our employees to enhance their English. The first one is Upper Myson University. So the main function of the OU is to assist our employees to learning and how to work better in a diverse environment. So the courses are designed according to 11 core competencies defined by Rakuten.
What are the other ones?
Okay, so the second one, the second platform is called Grow. So the Grow is an internal development platform where engineers can focus on learning and enhancing their professional skills from coding and design and communications.
Now, I understand that Rakuten really values the future development of cross-border e-commerce and, of course, English ability for their employees. Now, I think it's time we go and see if this is true. Shall we go meet some of the other staff members here at Rakuten?
Okay, then I have this special badge. If we think their English is fluent enough, we're going to give them the pass badge. So, let's go!
Let's do it!
How do you help your merchant connect with Rakuten monkeys?
We help our client or some brands, some merchant to build us a sports marketing strategy, to doing some planning and help them to doing the campaign execution to achieve their goal, their expectation.
What is your favorite sport?
Baseball and basketball.
What team should we be following?
Rakuten monkeys, of course.
Rakuten monkeys!
Are there any professional skills you need for this position?
Yes, I'm a backend engineer, so I'm familiar with Java programming language and the MySQL database and the data structure, algorithm, domain knowledge.
Wow, this sounds really professional.
I know. What does that even mean? Are you speaking English? And what about you, Annabelle?
I usually plan project. I plan what we are going to do for this product, and I will introduce it to the engineers and they will do it.
So what is the most recent project you've been working on?
I actually have a cross-nation project recently. It's a collaboration between Kobo and Rakuten.
Ooh.
So we are opening a new Kobo shop on our website.
How exciting!
It's actually released already, so you can buy ebooks on our site.
Oh, really? Oh, I love buying ebooks. Maybe I should go check that out.
You should.
I think we found the cutest place and the cutest Rakuten worker.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'm doing cross-border trading right now. I will help Taiwan sellers sell their products to Japan.
So I'm curious, what are some of the best sellers of Taiwan products in Japan?
You know, Taiwan is famous for fruit.
Oh, fruits! I love fruit. So what kind of fruit?
The most popular Taiwan's food is mango, pineapple.
Pineapples?
Yes, it's very juicy. Japanese is very like that.
Is it expensive?
Oh yes, very expensive. Especially mango is very expensive in Japan, so they really like Taiwan's mango at about summer.
How was the Rakuten English class established?
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it's not safe to sending our employees going out to take English course. So that's why we start our English class in our internal by sending email once a week, and it keeps our employee exposed in an English environment, lets them familiar with the English.
How do you improve your English skills in your field?
In my work, usually I have a lot of communications have to done in email and message. I use more and I will get more familiar with it.
As a project management, it's very important to communicate. At Rakuten, we have many courses in English that we can freely enroll. I can learn not only new skills, but also the professional skills in my field, like discussion with other colleagues.
I love that. You're a great colleague, a great friend, and a great English user.
So, Chinese, Japanese, and English, which one is the most important language for working in Rakuten?
I think it's English. Although we are a Japanese company, but we have a lot of foreigners, so we use English as our main language in the company.
And we can see you are very fluent in English.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you.
Where did you learn your English?
I learned English from Ricky.
Nani? I am so surprised. I didn't see that coming.
And ICRT, of course.
Good answer.
Yes.
Do you think Morgan deserves a pass as well?
Sure, 100%. Okay. This is your badge and congratulations, you passed.
I'm so impressed. Everyone's English language ability is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And they can also communicate in different languages, such as Japanese and English, and of course Chinese.
That is so cool. You know what? Rakuten employees are excellent. Not only are they bilingual in English, Chinese, maybe even Japanese, but I find that they have so many skills that they can transfer to other jobs and industries. That's definitely what they need in 2023 in the competitive job markets. But we must thank the NDC National Development Council for their 2030 bilingual policy, 2030双语政策. Special thanks to National Development Council, and don't forget to follow us here on ICRT. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell us how beautiful we look. We are all for it. We'll be back with more English Break. I'm Caitlin.
I'm Ricky.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.